What's this? Send change proposal? Right, we've got plenty of fuel. We've got 139 gallons on board, which is more than enough. We've got the crew loaded. Confirm, go and fly. Oh, to fix or report an aircraft. Oh, the cargo's still loaded. That's interesting. So we're going to go M85, 65 nautical. Start tracking.
TOS system test. Okay.
Okay. Have we got any procedures we can do? Into M85. Could I have it again? Be very wary of jobs to KSYI, I think, in the region you're in. Arnold Air Force Base, not selectable in Flight Sim, or you can land there and on air will track it. Interesting. Oh, it's 32 nautical. Yes, it is. That's not far at all. Blimey. That's interesting. There's actually an RNAV approach, but it doesn't know anything about it. So I guess we're not doing that. So many different job filters. Yep. Better get a pushback. Can you set on it to only show airports that are available in Microsoft Flight Sim? There is a filter for aircraft. I'm not sure about airports. Hi guys, some other people are saying avionics randomly turning off. I've not seen it yet though. Like simulations opposed to their new weather products available and will be METAR based. I assumed that nobody else would make a weather product for Microsoft Flight Sim, given how good it is. So I'm kind of curious as to what Rex is doing there. And does it like disable what Microsoft Flight Sim does and inject its own? I do wonder.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
I can show you that, Simrig, if that's what you mean. A monster rig? It's a Simlabs P1X rig. Right, so we're not going to go very far. Let's go 4K. Should be plenty. Yeah, aiming for accuracy. While the weather looks great now, I definitely have been disappointed by the whole accuracy level. Active Sky devs the same announced that the WX system was locked out and they couldn't do anything with it. Wait, so Active Sky are saying the weather system's locked out, but Rex simulations are saying they're doing something. Huh? Does that mean Rex are telling Porcupines, or they've got exclusive rights? Where's the display one that got you? I had them mounted, tried them out, unmounted it because I wanted the radio panel. Those things will get mounted on each side of this when I move the Stream Deck, which will be when I get the throttle quadrant. So it's a bit of a process. When I reached Rex on Facebook, they claimed they couldn't speak for hi-fi, but they found a way. They found a way. I love that. The real danger with that is if Microsoft don't want them to have access to the weather injection,
runway 03.
And they found a way, the implication is Microsoft will shut the door in the face, right?
46 meters remaining.
Okay, 4,000 feet, climbing left turn. Flaps, trim, prop. Normal. Everything else looks good. Let's go. How was that? The refresh rate on the radio panels are less than 60 FPS. I don't know because my camera's only working at 30 FPS.
Airborne time logged.
Yeah, I don't think it's an option in SPAD to control the refresh rate either. Are you kidding me? I totally forgot to put that back. We're heading down to an airfield called M85, which is just south west of us. The Real Coney and Racer 111, thank you, welcome back, guys. You're back now, you watched the video, now I know what FLC mode does. Well, I hope that helped out a bit. Thank you, British guys. Lurk away, my man, lurk away. Scenery's quite nice around here, as in the level of detail. It's pretty good. Just wondering if we can vector ourselves in. Icon's a 4 flight. Ah, hang on. That's an M. Yeah, that's better. That should give us a better vector into the airfield. So we'll go to... showing the flight plan here. This is the RNAV approach, which for some reason the caravan can't load. But essentially if we go into Umemi, we'll have a nice vector into runway 15. And then there's even, not that one. There's the RNAV 15. So if we get 2,400 feet at Umemi, we should have a nice descent in straight into 115, which is a bit easier. So we'll put that back to 2,400. And then just need to descend down so that we hit that waypoint at 2,400. Which is only a drop of 1,600, which means about 5 miles out we'll start descending. British Skies, thank you very much for subbing. That only just came through for some reason. Oh my god, it is flatline. Look at this. I've never been to a place in my life where the land is so flat. I can't imagine what it's like. You saw some advertising a working knob to press and turn around. It's called the Knobster or something like that. Look at this. Good grief. It's just unadulterated farmland. You know, you play Farm Sim and they had those like massive farms. Like this is like, what's that? Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that's all about. Oh, is this where they make spirit levels? That would make sense. This is like where they test all the spirit levels to make sure they're level. How you doing, Mr. Quirk? You still flying or back to racing now, new season? You have a question about flight level change. If you set the autopilot altitude above your current altitude, go into flight level change mode and then drop the throttle, what happens? It won't be able to get there. So flight level change, effectively, flight level change allows you to control the pitch via the throttle. Think of it that way. It does nothing with the altitude. All it does with altitude is when it gets to the target, it will pitch down and level out. Yes, Nicolaith, I'm trying to get money for a VA. Lurking and playing a game, still flying and racing, flying less, but still trying. Stick with it, bro. Once you can do it, you'll enjoy it way more. Probably true of racing as well, right? Although at least with flying, you're not trying to compete with anyone. I kind of feel like this bit here on the caravan should be a hatch that opens and you can kind of push things out, you know? I'm not thinking like bombs or anything. I'm just thinking maybe like water balloons or bags of flour, and you could just fly over places and have a bit of fun, you know? Passenger dump, wow. I wasn't thinking like that. I was just thinking of dropping bags of flour as target practice. Like, you fly over a field and you see a house and you just try and throw a bag of flour out and hit it. I wasn't thinking of throwing people out. Enjoy the casualness of FFC, but like the UI of Honor, it's really in-depth. Been trying Honor again, maybe a more relaxed setting. You get a free trial for 7 days, Quirk. I can probably like get you a month trial if you want to give it a proper go. Just let me know. The cellar version with a roll-up gate instead of a door. Nice. Am I getting a 3080? Not yet, no. Could descend down and then we can slow down a bit. No, once I 3080'd it's overclocked and with a bit more VRAM. Mostly because I have a 2080 Ti, which is still a very good card. And if you look at the benchmarks of a 2080 Ti, my 2080 Ti, which is an overclocked one, versus a standard 3080, the jump isn't quite enough for me. So I'm thinking if I wait and go from an overclocked 2080 Ti to an overclocked 3080 with, you know, 16 gig of VRAM or something, that'll be the way to go for me. Are you a real pilot? I'm a private pilot, I'm not a commercial pilot. Yeah, I've seen all the stuff. The MSI's making one, etc. Like, if you're going from a 10 series, the 3080 stock is going to be amazing. Wait, are you trying to tell me I'm landing here now? Dude. What is going on with these approaches? There's, like, your Memmi's in front of us here. And we're supposed to be at 2400. How the heck are you supposed to get from 2400 here into there? That's insane. That can't be right. I mean, that is the right airfield, right? That's pretty bizarre. That's twice that's happened. You have a 980 Ti, you can get a massive jump. Welcome back, Revons. Yeah, you could get a crazy jump out of that. Also depends on CPU. Yep, that's true. Graphical settings. A blend of high and what's it called? High and ultra. Hey Dorset, it is indeed.
Read 60 at 7 knots.
Is it the correct airfield? That's a very good question, and I think the answer is no, it's not, which explains why the approach was wrong.
Final runway 18 at Kilo Mike Alpha Whiskey. Warning, airport not in current route.
Well, luckily On Air actually tells you that. Do you know, that was crazy confusing. I was thinking like that approach was all wrong, and that explains why it was all wrong. Good spot, dude. On Air told me just after you did. Warning, current airport not on route. Do you know what's really odd about that then? The fact there's an RNAV approach at 2,400 feet right in front of another runway. That's kind of odd. Let's get the flaps up and get over there. "49 months, Ryan, thank you." Yeah, we could have landed there and asked them to walk and get a taxi. Have you tried the sci-fi pack for fun? No. We'll climb up a little bit, I think. Might as well. Right, stay here until we get Viz. There it is, I think. There. See, look how far away that was. That chart has got to be wrong. Above 2,400. That's crazy. If the live weather does include seasonal snow cover. It can simulate frost and snow and that kind of thing. It just takes a weather change to do it. It doesn't necessarily matter what time of year it is. It's whatever the atmosphere is doing. You can do that yourself if you just go to your weather settings, just play around. You just set the temperature and the humidity and stuff and just watch what happens. Yeah, the seasons is more to do with the vegetation than the actual... Like, it can show snow and ice depending on atmospheric conditions, but what it won't do is it won't, you know, show trees with no leaves on them, which is based on seasons. That's what they're doing with the seasonal stuff. Snowfall. Yeah, I guess. They've got basic snowfall, but I think they need to enhance it a bit. That's quite a nice approach.
500.
Did you play? Yes, Thunder. Thunder on her, correct. But that's Captain Flint.
Retard.
Slightly off center because of the crosswind, but whatever.
Landing time logged.
Oh look, it's Captain
Landing
Flint.
at Mike 85. Giddy on memo.
Timing again. Yeah, I didn't handle the crosswind at the end though. Disused, we'll see about that. Yes, on her. See, if I play FSE, people come in the chat and go, hey, have you played on her? And if you play on her, people come in the chat and go, have you given up on FSE now? X marks the treasure. Did anybody bring a spade? Kenzie Man, did you expect a Sobo to release this in August? No. I was thinking September, October. Actually, I was thinking October would be when they did it, not August. I never saw August coming. I do wonder if Corona had something to do with their decision, like trying to take advantage of people sat at home or summer holidays or something. I don't know. Or whether it was more to do with the console launch. There's bound to be a reason they pushed it forward.
Engine off time logged. End of flight, registered in on-air company.
Right, let's get paid. Oh, Dorset, the best one I've had is landing on a runway, and as literally as I'm on short final, I'm about to touch down, a bus just goes straight across the runway, and I just go right through it as I land. A bus. Yay, we've got cash. Look at this. Company value is no longer negative. Woohoo! We win at life. No, it didn't count as a collision. See, in order to get my rep up, I need to do missions. Missions don't pay very well. But maybe if I can somehow combine the missions with moving cargo, I can get rep and money. But at the moment, I'm just trying to make money. I'll get my skill points later. Right, so we're in M85. Let's see if we can find any jobs. M85. Let's go for a reasonable trip length. Let's see what we got. What's the most Wonga we can get? Well, we can't do that one. This one's got one of those time constraints on it. Which means the job's not available for 16 actual days. This one's got a green star. Outstanding pay for weight per distance. Outstanding pay for weight per distance. Expires in 3 days. A surgeon specialist. I can't take that. That's medical. Can't take that. Yeah, you said all the skills for medical. Medical skills. That's what you need. You can do that one. I think that's above our combined weight, though. What did we take last time? That'd be pretty close. 16. How can you tell? How can you basically work out if that's doable or not? Just on our well in the US. I'm in the US. $7 XP. That sounds like not a lot to me. So what would that be? That'd be 16, say 2350, 61. 2361 is that approximately? The first shortcut link at the top. This one? I mean this one. Aircraft. What you do is fuel the plane for as much distance the filter has and calculate how much weight you can carry. Take those in notes in a document. You check by going to flight settings, seeing what weight is left. So I reckon that's 2361, whatever I said. So if I go here, go to that. Prepare your flights, can be that one. That's got a range of 297, which is more than enough. So, can we fit useful load 28? Does that imply we can? Just take whatever you want, split the cargo. Yeah, but if I split the cargo, I've got to come back for it. So 2,800 useful load remain. So if I go back to the job, say take that. Go back to here. If I was to load that and that, that would give me a gross weight of 8,400. So I still have about 300 pounds left. So I could actually put a splash of fuel in there. Yeah. So if I've read this correctly, with that payload, I can fuel to that and I'm still under the max takeoff weight, I believe. So I think that's okay. Gavin K, thank you for subbing 63 months. And Benna, thank you for giving us a sub to Joint DK. Welcome back, Joint. Just make sure your next destination is selling fuel. I don't think the next destination is that far away, though. It says 63 nautical miles on a heading of 223. And then 96 nautical miles on a heading of 257. So we're kind of going like that, then like that. Which is about 150 miles, and we have a range of 400. So we should be okay, even if it doesn't. Have you seen Gavin? We never found Gavin. Although he did resub. Refat, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Remaining time, 2.5 minutes. Cool. Destination airport. First one is 5AR7. What the heck? 5AR7. Let's see if 4Flight knows about any of this. Clear the flight plan. M85 Missouri to 5AR7. And then down to 42A. Okay, well that's a good start. Ooh, what's that? Oh, around the stadium. There must be something on the stadium. Definitely check the runway. It's a caravan. A caravan can land on a grass strip. It's not an airliner. Charts. Add. SAR7 has no charts. 42A actually has an RNAV. So we know nothing about this airfield. Apart from it being a 249, is that meters or feet? A private strip that's an elevation of 26, is that right? And a length of 249. 249 feet. That's, dude, that's not a runway. I don't know what that is. This is going to be interesting. We'll have to fly straight to it and have a look at what it is and see if we can land there. It's someone's drive. Oh my God. Why? Do you know what? I think, have I still got the option in settings to use small airports? I think I do. I think that's what's caused it. Anyway, we're committed. It's on the plane now. We've got to make this happen. Yeah, D-Storm, I've just turned that off now. I forgot to turn that off. Dang it. Oh well. This will be interesting. Right, we're at M85, right?
TOS system test. Okay.
Did that woman really, when she recorded that voice clip, did she really have to say it in that way? Did nobody say to her, like, maybe you should just do it again and not sound quite so bored? Killer Airfield, there we go. Killer Airfield, more like. First overshoot coming up. Right, 62 nautical. 6K should do it. I like how it spawned the guy, but then didn't use him anyway. I don't know, Hawk. I mean, it's inbuilt to the aircraft, so I don't know. I mean, on the actual aircraft, I don't think it's text-to-speech. I'm pretty certain they're sound bites. Like the Airbus sound, you know, 50, 40, 30. They're just recordings. Beacon lights on.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
If I do about 6 or 7 of these flights, I should be able to create a virtual airline, I guess. I think you need 100 grand to make one. Right, boost pump to normal. Let's get out of here. How does it differ from FS Economy? Quite a bit, actually. KYX is the dud airfield listing, not KSYI. This texture here looks wrong, doesn't it? Like the taxi line just gets obliterated by some tarmac. Destination airfield is 5AR7. And if you look at the map for it, it is just an absolute nothing. 250 foot long. But I hope it's not surrounded by trees. Oh, is that what it is, Captain Flint? The guy with the paintbrush hasn't turned up yet. You can take out a loan. So on Thunder server, you start off with 30% rep. And the last time I looked, I could get 10,000 loan. Because your loan that you can get is dependent on, I think, your level and your reputation. all of which start very low and are very hard to get. And I lost 1% reputation due to a bug in On Air, which I reported and they fixed now. Where the plane, because the autopilot went janky, it stalled the plane mid-flight. And so it recorded 2 lots of stall, even though there was only 1. And it lost 0.5% rep each.
1,341 meters remaining.
And that takes a long time to get that back. And company cache and current cache, right. But they patched that bug on Thursday. Right, let's see. Altitude, 6K. Nav mode. Prop forward, flaps take off, trim set. Lights are on. It's good. Well, exactly. If you're just hauling cargo, nobody notices anyway, right? That's what you'd think.
Airborne time logged.
Took off pretty quickly. See if we can get it into the autopilot nav. Aviator Yeti, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the Net House, Mr. Pringle. Another month goes. Only seems like yesterday I first hit the sub button. Feel Pringle, isn't it your birthday tomorrow? I've got a feeling it is. On Google Maps, 5AR7 appears to be a field. Yes, I would agree with that assessment. Hope you're doing well, sir, Mr. Pringle. Thank you for 70 months. Big 21 tomorrow. Wow. Pringle, wouldn't you agree with me that they should have the World Snooker Championships every month? Because then that way we've got 2 weeks of snooker and then 2 weeks of no snooker, and then we're back to another World Championship and have 2 weeks of snooker. I think that would work. That works for me. You think it's Tarmac 2600? Not according to that chart, it's not. Not according to this, if that's to be believed. We're landing in a field. But we'll see when we get there. Pringles, when's the next snooker championship? Like, there must be coming up soon. It's winter, right? Well, winter's coming. If you refuel an On Air, will this automatically be updated in Microsoft Flight Sim? Yeah, so when you start tracking in On Air, it basically adjusts the fuel and the payload on the plane. Although I believe the payload doesn't work properly yet, but it definitely adjusts the fuel. 249 elevation, 26 by 100 feet. Oh, is it the other way around? That's interesting. Ah. In that case, we might be all right. So if that's correct, 735 is the elevation. Okay, well we might live then. Isn't the master soon? I don't know. You can tell payload doesn't work properly because if I load up with cargo, like it doesn't, you don't really feel it, you know? It doesn't suddenly feel heavy. The Bet Victor European Masters started on Monday. Is that going to be on TV anywhere? Right, I think I need a bio break while we're in cruise here. So seems like a good time to go for a bio break. However, maybe we should. I'll tell you what we'll do. While I'm away having a bio break, I shall run a giveaway of a key for On Air for 1 month. So it's a 1 month key for On Air. You do get your 7-day trial, so if you start your trial and you redeem the key, you'll get 1 month on top of your trial. Let's think of a key. What should we have as keyword? There you go. We'll have Keller as a keyword. Right, so that giveaway is open. If you want to enter it, you just put !Keller, K-E-L-L-E-R, which is the airfield name here. !Keller, just put it once in the chat, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. But don't put it more than once. Anyway, I should be back in a few minutes, so I'm just going to stretch my legs and maybe grab a cup of tea and have a bio break, so I'll be right back. How we doing? Yeah, I have to make my own tea, no flight attendant. So, given that it's 4:30 and I'm feeling hungry, I said to Mr. Squirrel, I said, what are you doing about tea? She said, I'm going to bring you tea at 4 o'clock. I went,
With tea?
that was really weird. 4 o'clock you're going to bring it, right? You know what time it is now? She went, oh, right, yeah, I'll put your pizza in now. Okay. D-Storm, thank you very much for 1,000 bits and a very well-timed cup of tea. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the support. And Major Swales, thank you for 2 months. Alex94K with 33. Dave, get a shave. Oh, Dave, I could murder a kebab, mate. Honestly. Would you fancy a kebab right now? Any issues with autopilot randomly shutting off post-patch? I will say that I have not seen this problem, but I have had people coming in chat saying they have that problem. I don't know what the solution is because I've never seen it. Try turning off failures or something just to see if that helps. I don't know if it will. There's fuel problems with the Diamond DA40, half of the fuel in the right tanks. Really? Again, I've not flown the DA40 since the patch, so... Oh yeah, the giveaway. That would be a good call. Let's pick a winner. Let's pick out a winner of the giveaway, shall we? So this is a 1-month key for Honor. So good luck. And the winner is Full Metal Cookie. I'll put his name, chat. Full Metal _ Cookie. That's one. So, Mr. Cookie Dude, looks like the Cookie Monster. You need to whisper one of the mods. Either Tamashanta, Mad South African, just whisper one of the mods, and you can claim your key. And you just redeem it in the Honor game. If you don't redeem it, if you don't whisper the mods, we'll give it to somebody else. Because that's what you get for not claiming. There's an airfield coming up here. Oh, it's going to be on Eurosport, so that's free to watch, yeah? I should be able to watch that. I'll see if I can catch some of that. Cup of tea. So I'm having veggie pizza for tea. That's my food. You wish you got snooker in Australia. Can you not watch it on Eurosport? You just not get Eurosport in Australia. You just bought 152 in FS Economy. Nice. Oh, that sucks. That's why it's called Eurosport. Yeah, but it's not that. Not really. I mean, I can watch MTV, and MTV comes from the States, right? I mean, we live in a global, connected world these days. There's no reason you can't watch a satellite somewhere else, but I take your point. Maybe they put it on, maybe they put episodes on YouTube or something, or highlights. That sometimes happens. Yeah, I'm the same, Dave. When I look at brochures of keyboards, I just browse through them and fall asleep. I'm the same. Eurosport is country specific. Dave, blue or brown switches? What happened to Y-Food? The promotion ended. I've not heard back from them just yet, so I need to speak to them. See if they want to carry on. But I've still got some Y food, still enjoy it. We're on oranges. Smooth or bits? Right, so this is going to be an elevation of 26 feet. Wow. So we're going to need to be down at like 1500 or something. Let's have a good look around. So we'll start down now. Have you been out flying lately? Yeah, I went through the flight earlier in the stream. I did a 2-hour flight north of Southend up round Ipswich way, went down to Lydd, and then I did a 1.5-hour flight back. And next week I would like to fly to the Isle of Wight, which I've never been to before, but I really fancy it, so let's do it. Zoltar, thank you for 68 months. Is Ronnie O'Sullivan still champion? Always, mate. He's always champion. Although Stephen Hendry's making a comeback, allegedly. He's either run out of money or he's got bored. Iowa Scotsman, thank you for 41. I personally don't know how well it's going to go for him. Like, Steve Davis tried to come back, and I think the furthest he ever got was a quarter-final. Henry's been invited to play on the tour. Suspects he's been allowed to misqualify him. Yeah, but it's like, you know, a world champion like that comes back and then he gets knocked out by some new guy in round 1. It never goes well for anyone. Not for his confidence, not for his fans, not for anybody. I honestly wish they put snooker on Twitch. TC Coalition, thank you very much for subbing, TC. Welcome. What world am I on? Thunder. See, I don't even know the orientation of this airfield. Doesn't even tell me. Is that the one with no AI parts? Correct. It's the hardcore one. Right, look out for an airfield, guys. Or a runway or a tarmac strip. Something there, but that's not on track. All these fields look the same to me. Apart from some weird crop circle thing going on. Icon load? I'm not sure how to say that name. Good morning. Right, we're about to fly over the top of it and I still don't even see it. Which is somewhat worrying. Unless, is that it? Maybe? Oh boy, we're like right on the top of it now. We're over the top now. Rip. Does anybody see an airfield? There's no way this is a 2,400 foot whatever. There's like literally nothing here. Yeah, so much for that being paved. So yeah, it's a 2,700 foot tarmac runway. Yeah, sure it is.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Slam door, thank you for 14 months. The airfield is drawn onto the grass, but it's grass. See, I don't even see an airfield. There was a building and a grass strip. Okay, let's have another look. Let's have another flyby. Well, that must be the building. Is that the farm there? That must be the farm. So it's basically that. Oh, there it is. It's that very faint one at the back, I think. I assume. I assume that's it. Well, this is going to be a fun approach. Wait, what do you mean to the left of the building? What, this thing? What, the dark green thing? The dark green strip? You reckon that's it? Blimey. I guess, I mean, it could be. The problem is there's no actual runway headings, so we don't know. We can't confirm anything. Press S to look for the runway. What's that going to do?
Welcome to the Nut House.
Weed 40 at 7 knots.
Rusty Lee, thank you for subbing. Welcome, sir. There's an image of it in there now. Okay. Oh, smart view, is that what that is? Well, it's not really... It's not being very smart for me right now, hang on. See, it's pointing over there somewhere. It's not pointing at this grass thing. It points to that field. It doesn't think this. Look, if I press...
100.
I don't know what it thinks is, honestly.
500.
Yeah, it is pointing to that. Oh my god, is that it? Is that it? That tarmac-y thing? Wait, what's the grass in front of it then? What's the dark grass? I'm going to land on the grass, I don't care. Narrow? I'm used to landing at Earl's Cone. You go to Earl's Cone. If you learn to land at Earl's Cone, you can land anywhere. It's literally a bicycle lane. We're going in. We got this.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Come on, down you come.
Landing time logged. Landed at 5 Alpha Romeo 7, Keller Airfield.
Caravan's built for that. Easy, mate, innit? Easy. Look at this. This is supposed to... Is this a taxiway or is this a tarmac? I don't know. Oh my god. Well, that was fun trying to find that. We'll just leave it there. Error about 1000, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome.
Engine off time logged. End of flight, registered in on-air company.
Well, at least on air's happy, that's the main thing. Let's see what it thinks. Pending jobs. Right, so the main one now, we've got to go from here to 42A. Caravan flight. There's no FBO here. I'm so surprised. All right, destination. Let's pause tracker. Destination. Hey, look at this. Go see this. That was us trying to find the runway. Like, is it here? Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Oh no, I've got it. Oh, there it is. All right, we're landing there. That's hilarious. Flight plans. Get rid of M85. We left it 5AR7 to 42A. Start tracking. "42. Hey, there we go.
TOS system test. Okay.
42 hey, has RNAVs and visuals. Let's see if it knows about them. Of course not. Which means instead what we'll do is we'll vector ourselves in 03 via ZDog. So we'll go to ZDog, and then we'll basically turn right and head into 03. Is the plan. We are tracking, aren't we? Yes. It's 4 flights in the upper right. That was 4 flight I was using then, yeah. There's an elementary and high school right next to 42A. Well, maybe we could land in the playground.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Four flights better than anything out there. Change your mind. VFR around Europe. Sky Demon's better. Certainly IFR, it has it completely nailed. Right, 6,000 feet. Nav mode. 1,000. Tax light on. Let's go and taxi down. Yeah, so if you go VFR, even if you have the charts in for flight for VFR Europe, it only has the actual static charts. This is like a JPEG image that it overlays, whereas like Sky Demon has vector charts and it zooms in and out. It's just way better for VFR in Europe. It's just a turnaround point. I wonder if, like, in real life, the guy actually has tarmac here. Look at this. One new feature of Microsoft Flight Sim, you can now save the camera position of the pilot. You could always do that. I literally, in my camera video weeks ago, I showed you how to save custom cameras. Alright, lights are set. Flaps set. I'm going to do like a short field takeoff if I can. Come on. There you go, off the ground early, get the speed up.
Airborne time locked.
climb out. Nice. Gamer freak. Flaps are coming up. Why are you getting tips? What do you mean? Why pay for floor flight when Sky Vector is free? Well, there's many reasons for that. Sky Vector doesn't have all the charts. Not anywhere near as much as ForeFlight does. And ForeFlight offers actual tracking of your plane. Okay, half bank mode, autopilot in. GPS 1000 FPM, that'll do. Had a black box with tips on it screen. Oh, that's on her doing that. That's not Microsoft Flight Sim tips, it's on her doing that. Diddy Creed, thank you for 2 months. Been a lurker since before yachts, and my missus just reminded me that we have Prime. Oh yeah. Hats off to the missus. ForeFlight tracks in the sim. Yes, it does. Go back over here. In fact, I'll just click on that button there, it'll track us. That's our flight in and the green line there. It tracks it, records it, keeps it in your log. ForeFlight also has traffic plugins for IO flying. Yeah, ForeFlight's built for actual flying. But you can use it in the sim, and the sim will inject the traffic onto your screen. Yeah, Sky Vector's good in the States, but not much anywhere else, really. Tiger T-Fly, thank you for subbing. Can we fly for your on-air company? When I create it, I need 100 grand to create it. Which is why I'm grinding cash right now. Unlike FSE, where you just create it, and on air you have to have $100,000. What kind of stand are you using for your iPad? If you look, there's a company called RAM that makes RAM mounts, and I use RAM mounts when I fly. This is literally the equipment out of the plane, right? So this this thing here, if I pop it off for a second, this thing here is a RAM mount that's built for the iPad. You can get lots of different ones of these depending on what iPad you've got, and the iPad just clips into it, and on the back it has a ball. And the way RAM mounts work is they have like a ball and socket type setup. So you have a ball, and then they have like a clamping mount that goes over the ball, which is what this is. So this is two short pieces of arm that I have, and then on the end of that ball I have like a yoke clamp, but I'm just clamping it to the wheel deck. There's many different ways. It's very modular, the RAM system, but it's pretty firm as well. You get suction cups as well, so you can mount things onto glass, which is what I do with all the cameras, that kind of thing. And then it just goes over the top like that, and that's kind of how it works. RAM mounts also have a suction cup, so they have an altitude rating because air pressure drops. Yeah, but I never fly that high. They also do double and triple suction cups as well if you've got really heavy stuff that you want to make sure stays on the glass. Yeah, you won't catch me near 12,000 feet in a Cessna 172. Do you prefer a single big monitor to triples? I do indeed. I love having the unobstructed view of a widescreen. I don't like the bezels and the bars and triples. I don't know if Quirk's still here. I don't know what his view is on that. Like, he went from triples to a single widescreen. And, you know, I've never regretted that decision. Big Trucker, thank you, 45. Navigraph has announced VFR charts. Advantage is I can update the AirRack cycle in Microsoft Flight Sim. Oh, the VFR for where, though? For America or Europe or what? What do you think about Navigraph? I've paid for Navigraph subs for 4 or 5 years now. Well, the thing is about RAM mounts, Neo, is you buy them once and they last a lifetime. Like, they're so good. They're an investment. You can always sell them anyway if you don't need them. Optimal cruise altitude for the TBM 930. Anything between about flight level 230 and 270 is pretty good. Works pretty well in the TBM. Is the radio stack new? Don't think I saw it last time we watched. It's not a new radio stack, but it's new on my rig. It's a few years old, but I've mounted it on top of the honeycomb. It'll come in very handy when we're doing frequency type stuff, which we'll do later. Not today, but... Aramon, thank you, 39. Big Trucker, thank you, 45. How far are we off? 43 nautical miles. And I've approached for 03. Going into ZOG. It's the wrong one. ZOG above 3100. Elevation 735. Okay. Let's make sure we get on profile this time. Did you see the PlayStation pre-order mess and the 3080 graphics card? No. How do so many people have a honeycomb yoke that I've never seen it in stock? Because they probably got them before Microsoft Flight Sim came out and made them impossible to get hold of. I think you do. Cool. I'm not landing at Melbourne now. I've just got some food here. Pizza. Yeah, I'm the same, Caps. I really like the yoke, and I can't wait for the throttle to arrive. Social eating hype. Do you know what? I've never seen a category on Twitch go so badly. That social eating thing. I don't think anybody watches it. Thank you, Luke. I need to keep my eye on the distance here. When we get to about 15 nautical. If I'm paying attention, I can use ForeFlight, because if you look, it has a 15 nautical ring. When that hits ZOG, I need to start descending. Yeah, Irish Spud. They're going to go on the side of this panel here. Is where they're going to go. But they're going to go... The flight panels are going to go right there because they clamp into the side of this. It's quite cool, actually. This clamps onto that, and the flight panels clamp into that. It's all quite modular. So they'll sit here, but these need to move somewhere else. Which means... And I need somewhere to put the throttle quadrant when I get it, which is probably going to go here. I have to figure out a way of mounting it on the rig. Which means this has to go. And then this iPad will probably have to come over here, but I won't have that throttle quadrant anymore. So I can get rid of this. And maybe put the iPad over there. And then the Stream Decks, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. But I need to have my throttle quadrant there. With the panels next to it. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm going to have to figure that out.